Hey there, Pi Network pioneers! Get ready for an epic deep dive into the most burning question on every Pi enthusiast's mind: who's really going to decide the value of our Pi coins? It's not just about mining anymore, we're talking about real-world value, and things are about to get very interesting. Imagine this: you've been mining Pi for months, maybe even years, and now we're finally looking at the open mainnet. But hold on to your hats, because the big question is, what's your Pi actually worth? Is it $1, $10, or maybe even $1,000 per coin? We're breaking down all the buzz about Pi's future, from community-driven value to what the core team might have in store. Could we, the pioneers, really decide the price? Or is the core team the one holding the reins? Stick around because we're going to answer that, and a whole lot more in today's video. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Question for you: what do you think Pi is worth? Drop your answer in the comments below. Is it $10, $100, or are you shooting for the moon? And while you're at it, comment Pi Network to the moon, and let us know which country you're representing. Let's show the Pi Network's global power. Also, if you want to stay updated on everything Pi Network and more crypto news, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us bring more awesome updates to the community. Disclaimer: this video is purely for entertainment purposes. It's not investment advice. Always do your own research. Alright, let's get started. Imagine this. You've been mining on your phone for months, perhaps years. You have a nice stash of Pi waiting in your wallet. But what is it really worth? That is when things become fascinating and a little difficult. Here's the deal. We, the pioneers, own 80% of the Pi out there. That is big. It feels like we're sitting on a treasure trove, but we're not sure how much gold is inside. Some argue that this provides us the ability to decide how much Pi is worth. But is it truly that simple? Let's break it down a little. In the realm of cryptocurrency, new coins frequently enter the market with a pre-sale price. Pre-sale, or ICOs, are frequently conducted by the project's key stakeholders. That is an initial coin offering for those who are new to this. They say, look, our shiny new coin is worth X amount, and that's where things begin. What about Pi? Oh, Pi has done things differently since day one. No pre-sale or ICOs, we're just a group of regular people mining on our phones and constructing this network together. It's quite cool when you think about it. Now here's when things become very fascinating. How much do you think Pi is worth? I think if I questioned 10 different pioneers, I'd receive 10 different responses. Some others are keeping their expectations low, believing that the Pi will only cost a few cents. Others have big dreams. We're talking about $1, $3, $14, $10, or $100. But hold on to your socks, for some pioneers are going for the stars. I'm referring to people flinging outrageous sums like $314 or even $1,000 per Pi. Isn't this crazy? Or is it? There's a concept circulating around called the Global Consensus Value, or GCV for short. Some pioneers believe that if we all banded together and agreed on an extremely high price for Pi, we could make it happen. They are talking about a price of $314,159 per Pi. Math nerds, look what they accomplished there. The logic goes like this. If we, the pioneers, get together and refuse to sell our Pi for anything less than the exorbitant price, we will force the market to accept it. It's like a gigantic game of chicken involving the entire global economy. But let us take a step back for a second. Do we really have such power? This is when things become a little murky. While we, the pioneers, may own the majority of the Pi, the core team is responsible for the project's creation. And let's not forget, they undoubtedly have some big-time investors behind them that we don't know about. So here's the million Pi question. When it comes down to it, who actually makes the decisions? The core team has remained quite secretive on how the price of Pi will be established. Will they listen to us, pioneers, if we agree on a price? Or will they come in and say, thank you for your feedback, but we're going to do things our way? It's as if we're all passengers on the Pi rocket ship, but we don't know who controls it. Let's play devil's advocate for a minute. Put yourself in the position of the core team. They've put in years of effort on this project, and they have a vision for how Pi should be used as a true functional currency, not just a get-rich-quick scheme. Some of them may believe that Pi should be measured in terms of what it can be used for rather than its monetary value. Imagine if the core team announced, hey everyone, we appreciate your enthusiasm, but we're setting the initial price of Pi at 10 cents. How would you feel? Will you be disappointed, upset, or do you believe they have a plan? On the other hand, what if they agreed to a very high community-determined price, such as $1,000 per pi? That sounds fantastic for us pi engineers, right? But think about it. Would corporations and ordinary people outside our community take pi seriously at that price? Or do they think it's simply another crypto bubble about to burst? These are difficult questions with no easy answers, but that's what makes the Pi project so interesting. We're in uncharted ground, guys. Now let's talk about something that has been bothering me, and I'm sure I'm not alone. We keep saying we have voting rights because we possess so much Pi. But here's the deal. We received all of that Pi for free. We didn't purchase it, we just used an app on our phones. Do not get me wrong. That is great. But it makes me wonder if mining Pi for free truly gives us the same say as someone who has spent hard dollars in a project. Consider it this way. If you invested your own money in a firm, you'd expect to have a say in how it's operated, right? But if someone handed you that share for free, would you feel the same way? This is a hard question. Here's something else to chew on. What if the core crew and their secret funders have a completely different vision for Pi than what we all hope for? What if their goal isn't to make Pi the next Bitcoin or Ethereum, but rather something completely different? Perhaps they envision a day in which Pi is utilized more like digital Chuck E. Cheese tokens, useful for selling products and services within the Pi ecosystem but not worth cashing out for limbo. It's easy to get swept up in the excitement of Pi potentially making us all millionaires, but we must ask ourselves, is that what Pi is truly about? The core team has emphasized from the beginning that Pi is meant to be a functional currency, not a speculative asset to hoard in hopes of future price surges. So where does that leave us as pioneers? Are we just along for the ride, or do we have a say in Pi's direction? In my view, the truth lies in a partnership between the core team and pioneers. The core team has the technical expertise and business connections to drive Pi's success, but pioneers are essential for giving Pi its network effect and community. While we may not control Pi's exact value, our influence through market engagement and community participation is vital. As we await the mainnet and pricing details, it's important for us to focus on building the Pi ecosystem and envisioning its everyday uses. What are your thoughts on Pi's direction and your role in shaping its future? Wow, what a deep dive into Pi Network. We've explored the potential value of Pi, the various opinions from pioneers, and the idea of a global consensus value. We've also touched on the role of the core team and the big questions surrounding the future of Pi. The journey of Pi is not just about price, but about its purpose and how we as pioneers can shape its future. Exciting times ahead for all of us. If you found this video helpful or thought-provoking, be sure to hit that like button, share this video with other pioneers, and subscribe to our channel. It's the best way to show your support and help us continue bringing you all the latest updates on Pi Network and more. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Asterisk, what do you think Pi's value will be when it officially hits the market? Drop your answers in the comment section below. And if you have any contributions, questions, or thoughts on Pi Network's future, feel free to share them in the comments as well. We're all in this together. Thanks so much for watching, pioneers. Your support means the world to us. See you in the next video where we'll continue exploring the exciting world of Pi Network. Stay tuned and keep mining.